Some people wish they could turn back time. But what if time decided to turn back on you? This is the story of Mara and the clock that ticked backward. It all starts at a dusty old thrift shop, the kind filled with forgotten treasures and the smell of old paper. Mara, a young woman with a love for all things vintage, spots it instantly. A beautiful antique clock with intricate golden hands. As she picks it up, her fingers trace a faint engraving on the back. To relive is to replace. The shopkeeper, a man with eyes that seem to have seen centuries pass, gives her a cryptic warning. Don't wind it after midnight. Mara just laughs it off, brushing away the drama like it's no big deal. It's all about that old-timer charm, you know? It just feels cozy and nostalgic. She excitedly takes her shiny new treasure home, ready to show it off. That very night, the house is still and silent, like a peaceful dream waiting to unfold. At exactly 3 a.m., an eerie sound suddenly breaks the silence, sending chills down my spine. It's the clock, but instead of ticking forward, it's ticking backward. When Mara wakes up the next morning, something feels different. She feels so much lighter, like a weight has just been lifted off her. Faster. Younger. She glances in the mirror and does a double take, totally surprised by her reflection. The reflection staring back at her looks just like it did years ago, unchanged and familiar. The faint lines around her eyes were totally gone, leaving her looking so fresh and vibrant. It's a miracle. But as she walks through her house, a creeping unease begins to settle in. The vibrant family photos on her wall might be a bit faded, but they still share incredible stories that warm the heart. Wow, those pictures seriously look like they've been sunbaked forever. They're so faded. And her beloved pet cat, usually a sleek black shadow, now has flecks of gray in its fur. It seems to have aged overnight. Every single night, the same old pattern plays out again and again. The clock reverses time, and Mara grows younger and more vibrant. It starts off feeling like pure magic. Just absolutely amazing. Say goodbye to those pesky wrinkles and hello to smooth, youthful skin. Get ready, because an unstoppable wave of energy is coming back, and it's electrifying. She laughs more, dances around her living room, feeling free and totally alive. It's like she's stepping back in time, soaking up all those amazing memories from her youth. It's everything she ever dreamed of, you know? Seriously. It's just perfect for her. It has all the little details she loves, making it feel like a dream come true. But the thrill starts to curdle into fear when she sees her roommate Jonas. One morning, he stumbles out of his room. His hair streaked with white, his hands trembling as he grips the doorframe. He's aging, and he's aging fast. He's terrified, and in his eyes, Mara sees a horrifying reflection of her own stolen youth. It hits them with the force of a tidal wave. The clock isn't creating time, it's stealing it. It's feeding on borrowed years, taking them from everything and everyone around Mara to fuel her reverse aging. The feeling of panic kicks in, and everything starts to feel overwhelming. It's just gotta go, you know? Seriously, they really need to just destroy it already. It's time for a fresh start, right? Let's make some changes. They pick up a hammer and go to town, smashing that clock into bits. Golden hands dance through the air, gracefully gliding and twirling all around the room. It's like the whole world just hit pause, and there's this heavy silence. A relief. You know that feeling when the weight just lifts off your shoulders? It's like a breath of fresh air. But then, as if by some dark magic, the pieces begin to reassemble on the floor. The clock reforming itself, ticking backward once more, mocking their efforts. Desperate, Jonas dives into the internet, searching for any clue about the clock's origin. He spends hours scrolling through obscure forums and digital archives until he finds it. A brittle, yellowed online article about a 19th century craftsman named Elliot Graves. Graves was infamous for creating clocks that were said to store lost years. The article chillingly notes that every person who ever bought one of his creations vanished without a trace within weeks. As Jonas uncovers this dark history, Mara's own existence is unraveling. Her youth is accelerating at a terrifying rate. She's not just getting younger physically. Her memories are disappearing, slipping through her fingers like sand. Photos of her online begin to pixelate and vanish. Her name on her driver's license flickers and changes. It's as if the world itself is actively forgetting she ever existed. She's becoming a ghost in her own life. When Jonas finally confronts her, he's met with the frightened eyes of a teenager. Mara, now barely recognizable, is huddled in a corner, clutching the cursed clock like it's her only lifeline. He pleads with her, begging her to let it go, to stop this madness before she disappears completely. But she just shakes her head, her voice a near whisper. If I let it stop, I'll fade away completely. She believes her very existence is now tied to the backward ticking of the clock. As the clock on the wall nears 3 a.m., the dreaded hour, Jonas knows he has only seconds to act. He can't let her fade away. He can't let the clock consume his life any further. In a final, desperate act of defiance, he lunges for the antique clock and forces its golden hands forward. The house trembles violently. Time itself seems to fracture around them. Every object in the room flickers, shifting between old and new, decayed and pristine, in a dizzying, nauseating strobe. Mara lets out a piercing scream as her body is violently thrown through time. Every year she had stolen rushes back into her all at once, aging her in a matter of seconds. The clock overheats, glowing with an impossible heat, and then explodes in a blinding flash of golden light. When the dust settles and the shimmering light fades, only Jonas remains. He's young again, the years stolen from him returned, but he's completely alone. The room is scorched and the clock is gone, or so he thinks. A week later, in that same dusty thrift shop, a little girl with bright, curious eyes walks in, her mother browsing nearby. The girl giggles, pointing a small finger at a familiar-looking clock with intricate golden hands, sitting pristine on a shelf. The shopkeeper offers a faint, knowing smile and whispers, almost to himself, "Careful with that one. It always finds the right owner." And in the quiet of the shop, a soft, almost inaudible sound can be heard, a single, backward tick. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this twisted tale, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more stories that will keep you up at night. See you in the next one.